Joining us today on CCX Sports, Tom Windle, a professional baseball pitcher, Osseo graduate, and a Golden Gopher great on the mound as well. And Tom, some exciting news for you earlier this month, signing with the New York Mets. Tell me about that. How excited are you about that?
Yeah, very excited. I think after last season and last summer being no minor league baseball, it was kind of unknown what was going to happen going into free agency again. So just kind of around the middle of November, I got a call from my agent, and he said that the Mets were interested in signing me. So it was another opportunity to keep playing. So there was a lot of excitement to keep going forward.
Yeah, how tough was this past year, and what was your routine like to try and stay in shape and get some throwing in?
Uh, yeah, it was tough. I was at spring training last year with the Red Sox until the middle of March, and then they sent us home. And so then it was all about just keeping up with everything. If we were going to resume play, and they ultimately decided that there was going to be no minor league baseball. So I was at home, and I wasn't on the 40-man roster. So there was a couple pro guys in the area, college guys in the area. We played some pickup games, and we worked together and kind of trained to just keep our arms going just in case we did get a call later in the summer for the big league team.
Have you been back in Minnesota for much of this time? Is that kind of where you reside now too?
Yeah, I have a home in Rogers, and yeah, I've been back here since March. So it's been a long year, but it's been a blessing to spend time with my wife and my 2-year-old daughter. So I've definitely taken advantage of that.
What have the Mets told you about the plans? From what I understand, you did get an invitation to the big league camp this year. Is that right?
Yeah. It's right now. It's still pretty early. I've been in contact with the pitching coach, so just trying to get to know each other, and I'm sending them some information from my workouts and my bullpens to try to see what kind of their scouting and analytics have picked up on me, and what they kind of want to see me going forward. And right now, I just want to use this next month and a half to take advantage of what they can pick up and kind of take a step forward and be ready come February.
Talk a little bit about your career as a whole. How are you feeling about the way things have gone? Obviously, you'd like to get to the major leagues, and you're awful close right now. But how do you feel like things have gone overall?
It's been a long time. I think it's going to be my 8th or 9th year in professional baseball. So I'm definitely ready to pitch in the major leagues. That's what keeps me going. I know I can pitch there, and it's just a short step away. But I've climbed all the levels. I've thrown a lot of innings and kind of had my experience. So it's all about just being able to perform at that level. It's definitely still a step up. So it's proven that I can be consistent and get the job done when they call my name.
Of course, the fans around Osseo, it's hard not to think about Tom and Sam Windle. Your twin brother and yourself are both great baseball players and great hockey players. He ended up pursuing hockey. You ended up pursuing baseball. Have you guys joked about the what ifs, the routes that you chose over the years?
Yeah, we've talked about it. I think with him kind of taking the hockey route, and he played professional in the ECHL for a few years. I think he's always thought a little bit more if he would have played baseball. I mean, he obviously made it to a very high level too, but I think when he looks back and seeing that his arm's still fresh, that he kind of can think like, what if I played baseball? And I'm more on the side where I'm doing what I want to do, and hockey was kind of in the past. I mean, I still love the game, but I don't think about that too much right now.
I was looking through our archives getting ready for this interview. The first time we saw you was a 9 and 10-year-old little leaguer playing for Brooklyn Center. Do you remember those days at all? And is it something where you kind of still try and keep that joy for the game even now as a professional?
Oh yeah, those were the glory days. I was actually talking to my brother this morning, and we were talking about that. How we've talked to you and John forever since you said about 9 or 10. So I think thinking back to the Little League days, I definitely just remember those as the good times of playing baseball with my friends, and I definitely try to keep that same energy going forward. I mean, I'm 28 now, and I'm still playing baseball, and I'm still pursuing the chance to pitch in the major league. So I mean, it's been an awesome experience, just going forward.
Last thing for you, Tom. Between now and the start of camp, what are you doing on a daily basis to try and be at your most ready without maybe wearing yourself out or being overly stressed as far as getting ready too?
Yeah, I know for me in my position, spring training is more of I don't want to use the word tryout, but it's I need to go in and kind of be ready to go day one. So I'm definitely taking this next month, week to week, and kind of building up. So when that first day of spring training comes, that I'm ready to go, and whatever progress they have going forward, I can show them my best stuff right away. Because ultimately, nothing's given in baseball. I've seen that the last couple of years that you need to perform. So yeah, just workouts. I'm throwing at a facility in town, and playing catch, throwing some bullpens. I'll get some batters in the box in the next couple of weeks, just to hit that next level to be ready.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.